Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Flux Female Digital Creativity podcast. Today, with me is Kristina, one of the top 10 finalists, artists who participated in our Blockchain Art Academy and in the Flux project. Hi, Kristina.
Hi, Magda.
So, Kristina, can you introduce yourself and can you describe your artistic practice? What do you actually do? Who you are?
Okay, this story starts a long time ago. It starts in last century, after graduating on Academy of Fine Arts in Zagreb. I can say that I am the artist. I am an art historian and visual arts teacher. And considering my own art, first it has been defined through printmaking, then it has been redefined through fiber art, and recently through ceramics. Those constant changes have been influenced by external facts such as lack of equipment, studio, and everyday life needs. I have participated on so many group exhibitions, more than 30, and I had 10 solo shows. On one way or another, it can be said that I found a way to survive as artist, and it was not easy.
I can imagine. And along the way, you discovered a certain, let's say, curiosity for the digital technology and using it in creating your art. What actually originally drew you to exploring digital or technology-based creativity?
Um, you mentioned curiosity, and I think curiosity is always a first step to see what is on the another side. And that was definitely an unknown area. Another thing is fun. Art is like a playground. You can spend hours playing with lines, shapes, and colors to solve a riddle. Sometimes it is even hard to stop. Technology includes so many options, from formal aspects through conceptual approach till audience. I would like to give one example. Imagine just basic square and irregular shape in charcoal drawing, then the same motif in vector graphics, and finally in virtual reality. How many possible transitions may happen from square till cube and 3D form in so many different contexts. And that is really fun. I'm trying to say that there are so many unknown things, and the only thing that you may know use for sure are those basic art principles. And definitely, it is always a game.
Okay. So, Christina, when we talk about the digital, how the digital technology impacts the art world, what would you actually say from your point of view? How does it influence the way you create and the way you actually express yourself as an artist?
I would like to divide this into four kind of sections. Or this is the way how I explain that to myself. Visual brainstorming, experimenting, promoting, and art itself. Visual brainstorming is connected with the process. Every time when I have to plan something, or I use digital technology for sketching to make sort of alternative viewpoint. I like to use digital technology for experimenting because it gives me opportunity to make animation and 3D models, and this is fantastic opportunity. I remember the moment when I saw my drawings for the first time in motion. It was really something special, and it is special every time when I do that. Promoting is, of course, very important on social media, my own website, mostly on Instagram. It has to be special quality, and I educated myself to reach that level. Considering art itself, I'm still working on that. I can say that I'm really satisfied with it at this moment. It is going to be a long process, and because digital technology, it is not just media, it is not just technique, it is the whole environment. And if we compare this environment with, let us say, a gallery, that white cube security in that space, then things are becoming more and more different, because online you are reaching the unknown, sometimes even hostile space. And I think that is a challenge, and I'm really working on it.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned your social media platforms. So when we talk about that, where can actually the audience and people who are listening and who want to find out more about your artwork, where can they find more info about you?
Mostly on Instagram. Mostly on Instagram. I tried with Twitter. Well, somehow, for some reason, it didn't work. I'm using Facebook, and of course, well, I have website, and everything that I post is somehow connected with that website.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it's Instagram. Also, the ladies who the other artists also said that they are using Instagram mostly. So it's probably the best social media channel to promote artwork. So Kristina, to move along with our interview or this podcast session. Um, since you are really present in the art world as a female artist for quite some time, and you've witnessed a lot of things, and you grow through the years. You grew through the years as an artist, but also as a woman. So, as a female artist, what would you say? Which challenges or which opportunities have you encountered in this digital creative space?
Now I would like to reference Gorilla Girls or Guerrilla Girls from 1989. They made one very interesting poster, and on that poster it was written less than 5% of the artists in the modern art are women. After their activities and activities of Barbara Kruger and other feminist artists, things became changed. But at this moment, if you check, for example, top ranking NFT artists or any other similar statistics, you won't find a woman there. And it looks like men seem to be truly dominant there. I don't know how to explain that. I don't think that a digital creative space is all about art and quality. There are other factors such as social media, targeting audience, continuous presence in public online space, constant communication. Maybe for women it is hard to organize life that way. As former chess player, I remember that similar statistics existed among chess players, and I explained that to myself by, let us say, comparing everyday life and everyday life basic, I don't know, life activities. For women, it is hard to isolate themselves from family, for example. I cannot close the door and disappear for 6 hours. Maybe for men it is much easier. So I think that things that were somehow relevant during the 90s, like I said, I started in last century, maybe maybe relevant even today, but in this digital area, because, for example, if we check galleries, museums, I don't know, contemporary art, we won't notice that problem. But if you try to make some statistics among those digital artists and definitely NFT artists, you will see that there is a problem.
When you mentioned this poster from the Guerrilla Girls, is that the yellow poster with actually a
Yes.
gorilla?
Yes.
I
Yes.
saw it. I saw it couple of years ago. I was in Copenhagen, and it was present. It was presented in Arken Museum in Copenhagen, and yes, it was a huge, like all over. A huge one wall poster representing a gorilla, and it said less than 4% of female. There are less than 4% of female artists. So I actually saw it in person, and I also think, since I'm not involved professionally in the art world, my background is financial technology, etc. I have to say that it made an impression on me, for like a really strong impression. So I'm really happy to hear you now mention it, because I just connected it, you know. So okay, you joined the Flux project. Our Flux project started in December 2023. So it's more than 2 years that we've been doing this Flux project. You are one of the 10 top 10 artists that were selected from I think more than 70 artists from all over the Europe. What can you maybe, if you can share how did participating in the Flux project impacted your artistic work and the perspective that you had and maybe have now after the project?
First of all, I think Flux project is fantastic idea. Something that we definitely need, definitely, maybe because of those 5%, 4%, whatever, women artists definitely need. And I think that that project should be ongoing. It shouldn't stop. And why? Because we all need updates, but that is not crucial. Well, considering updates, I can mention those fantastic lecturings that we participated in. But I think this community, the attempt to make community, can be really helpful, and that can be, let us say, a main reason why this concept should go on. We all need something like that. During participation in this project, I have realized importance of interactions, connections, and importance of community. And for example, I am a very introvert person, and that is something that is relevant for so many female, not only female, I think every artist, visual artist, is sort of introvert. Very often it's introvert. And this kind of community may be very helpful. So that idea I like the most. On the other hand, Flux project offered me opportunity to see a bigger picture, because we heard a lot about art trends, about art market, things that one artist may not, let us say, be informed so much about. So I don't know. I think that this is fantastic idea, and this connection between I think Slovenia, Italy, Croatia were involved in this. I think it should go on. Well, maybe this was pioneering stage, but there are so many reasons why it should go on.
Thank you for the nice words. I also see the connection and the potential of being being connected with all of them and creating this space. Like a secure space of a group of women who are present in this maybe not so much explored world. So I believe that at least from this Flux project, you can bring all the connections with you and stay somehow connected. I would really like to have this in mind as a way of keeping you all together. When we talk about the Flux project, can you maybe see or share, was there a moment during the project where you actually changed the way you think about your role as an artist?
My starting point was modest. I wanted to put my art on another level, to make it a little bit more self-sustaining. But during the lecturing, during sharing, and as part of sharing, we had discussions, and I think that nice community was built. This viewpoint was changed, and of course, because of direction of those lecturing, it became so somehow emphasized this importance of social media and promoting activities. I said before that I'm very introvert person, and but I think in this early stage I understood this importance of all those connections. So I think that something was changed for me. I had my plan before, but if I consider what happened since that beginning of Flux project, I can say that so many things were changed. I became more active on Instagram. I made this website, which was partly funded by Ministry of Culture. I started NFT collection, and but it should go on. I'm not satisfied with this level. I think that I should do more. I think that also I realized position of the artist. I said that my position is also of art historian, and I know that during the centuries, position of artist or role of the artist was changed, but I think it was never like this. This is something totally new, and I don't think that artists are prepared for that. It is like project based somehow, and I remember, I think that the young artists may say that on all the academies they have to prepare themselves to be artists, but they are not prepared to be kind of managers or to work on their art in this like project based option. I can say that. So during this early stage, it became really clear that position of artist was changed. I asked myself, so what is your position? And this self-sustaining is not enough. You have to make sort of brand of yourself, and that is something that I started to work on. And I think that it was definitely inspired by Flux.
I'm so happy to hear it, and I agree with you. It can be really hard as an artist trying to get your spotlight in the art world and to be part of a certain scene spotlight. But it can the feeling can be as an entrepreneur, because you, as you said, you need to think about all the aspects, not just your artwork, but also all the things that happen in behind, from the social media promotion, maybe even funding, as you said, with your website, etc. So I can understand the frustration, because especially when your focus is not on the things that you need to do as a priority, and that is being artist, but also doing everything in behind. I also feel that way in my work a lot of times, and I'm not an artist, so I think that's a problem for many different people working in different people working in different industries, where you maybe don't have enough of support. So, but what from my perspective, I can say that all of the efforts and all of the energy and positive thinking and dealing with the struggles and not being afraid of stepping out of the comfort zone can be really beneficial and can be really rewarding at the end. Okay, so another question is about your artwork, and if you can share what are you currently working on, and how do you see your next step? How do you see your practice that will evolve as the next step?
Well, at this moment, I'm working. Well, I'm working on something for, let us say, 27 or 2027, because in this year I will have one exhibition in Zagreb City Museum with two more ladies. It will be more connected with fiber art and concept of chaos. But it means that I have to think further. So I'm thinking about 2027 as in the context of one new concept we can say that it's connected with beginning, concept of beginning, and it includes ceramics, fiber, and digital art. And the starting point is beginning itself, and it will be lots of cultural influences and never-ending questions like beginning of circle, light, dark, cave, chaos. And the line of the investigation is directed through experimenting in clay and vector graphics. Ceramics helps me to define form through contrast between inside out, light and dark. And vector graphics includes regularity, illusionistic elements, even motion. And I don't know where this will end, but I'm working on it, and I gave myself, let us say, one more month to totally define it. So it will result with NFT series and definitely with exhibition in a real gallery space.
Wow, it sounds really interesting. And I think that I didn't catch up. It's going to be presented in Zagreb, but when? Do you
Oh,
have?
no, 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 no.
Aha,
This is new concept. You asked me what I'm working on,
aha, aha,
and
aha.
this is something. Well, it means that I will have to. Uh, I will have to make a project and check with some galleries. But at this
Aha,
moment,
aha. Okay,
but
okay, I
at this
understand.
moment, another exhibition is planned for Zagreb City Museum. It will be a fiber exhibition.
Aha, aha. It's the fiber. Okay, okay.
Yes,
And
yes,
more info will be published, I guess,
yes,
somewhere on your
definitely.
Instagram or your website.
Yes, yeah, but
Great.
it is this Croatian Association of Artists, and they usually make HDLU. They usually
Aha,
make
okay.
uh, really very good promotion of everything. So it will be known.
Great, great, great. Okay, thank you, Kristina. I have just one more question as the last question of today's chatting with you. Could you maybe share what advice would you give to emerging female artists who want to start experimenting with the digital creativity, with digital art?
Uh, well, keep going. Do not be afraid of experimenting. Leave comfort zone whenever you can. Always leave comfort zone. Communicate if possible. Join community of artists. Try to be visible. Do not be afraid of competition because there is a room for everyone. Be supportive to others. Work every day. This sounds like rules.
Yes, yes.
Well, I have those rules written somewhere. Keep your mind open for new technologies and do something what I never did, and it is my mistake. Well, I belong to last century. Learn a code. That is
Aha, okay.
this is fantastic thing and the suggestion for young female artists learn a code. Well, I did my research of those top ranking NFT artists, and I noticed that code is so relevant. And if there is mistake in my artistic approach, that would be the fact that I haven't learned the code. So maybe it is still a time to do
Okay,
that.
that's really interesting. I was also thinking about this part because I'm working in the fintech scene, which is also involved with a lot of technology and all the financial products. Let's say making all the traditional financial products easier through using technology. So this is also something that came across my mind, but at this moment I didn't find enough time or energy to get more focus on this part. But who knows? Okay, Kristina, thank you so much for today's talk. I wish you best of luck for all the following and up following projects that you have. And for for all of you who are listening to our podcast, be sure to follow Kristina. The Instagram page is written in the description of the video. So, thank you, Kristina.
And thank you, Magda. It was really a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.